Okay, let's go back to stage 3. Okay. And then remember the things we did yesterday. So go shift. This shift starts everything. And particularly today, as you go to the top position, try to come up with this reverse pivot posture. Okay. So this is particularly important in terms of transition from the stage 3 to your regular swing. Okay. In your regular swing, if you tend to use your arms, that means your body does not really allow you to use your body. Okay. So and the one key aspect is if you go to this somewhat reverse pivot posture, you can use the body easily. And then later the arms. But if you are in this position here, it's all arms. So particularly in this stage 3, try to use a reverse pivot posture, and then it will also help you to shift this way. Yep. And also, in the downswing, try to use your arms now more actively. Okay. So after I do this. Yeah. So instead of try to turn everything as one unit, even if you have your back toward the target and everything, but still instead of try to turn everything here, keep the club closer to your body and then just turn initially with the body and then later try to add the arm motion. So throw the arms this way. Okay. And then naturally you will be able to also use your wrist more. So like 1 o'clock. If this is 12. Yeah, just in general, try to throw the hands toward the target. Okay. And then at the setup position, keep the knees slightly flexed, so no need to lock the knee. Okay? So in order to use the knees actively, try to push the ground, then it's better to have a slightly flexed position. And on the way down, initially try to keep the club closer to your body, and then later try to throw the club out. Okay, so then let me record this and then okay, ready, go. Yeah, good. So then we'll move on to, again, as we did yesterday, the regular swing. So your stage 3 and the regular swing. Okay. And in the regular swing, make sure that this position is included in your backswing plan, okay. Right? And then particularly this reverse pivot posture so that you can use your body. So when the body is bowed like this, you'll be able to use the body and then let the arms go.
So stage 3 and then regular?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when we are in the reverse pivot posture, it's a lot easier. So this time it was more body driven than the arm driven. Again. Still, I think you're keeping your knees too straight. So yeah, relax and then always ready to use the ground by flexing and extending the knees. So instead of just standing like this, always try to move a little bit. So assume a comfortable posture. Yeah, so as long as you have a sort of a reverse pivot posture at the top, then it's always easier to use the body on the way down. Body first and then let your arms go. What happens is if you use your arms too much, then you will turn your shoulders a lot and then essentially swinging inward, leftward. Yeah. But if you have a good reverse pivot posture here, using the body first and then bring this down, let it go, then you'll have more body-driven downswing. So now I'll record this.
Okay. Same thing?
Yeah, stage 3 and your regular swing. Ready, go. Ready, go.
Better? Getting better?
Mm-hmm.
Was this a little better?
Let's see this one here, this regular swing. So here you have a tendency of using the arms still, even the previous one here. The same stage 3 here. No, it's only stage 3. Okay, so look at this one. Swing. You can let the club go a bit more. Yeah.
On the way back.
At the end of backswing, yeah. Yeah. So during the backswing, what you need to feel is the motion of the club head. Okay. So using the momentum, let the club head go more instead of just stopping about here. So yes, you have the tendency of kind of stopping the club motion. But let it go all the way and then bring the hands a bit higher. And then just let it go so that the club head drops below the horizontal line. So you can do it with using the momentum of the backswing. Yeah. This time the backswing is a bit slow. So, and then when you start in the regular swing, when you start, you must have some sort of trigger using the body. Instead of from here, just trying to start, something has to promote a more active backswing.
Gotcha.
Okay? So in other words, when you're standing, instead of just standing here, you can still move the body a little bit here, sort of prepare this, and then using that rhythm start. Always the worst is when you start the backswing with the stationary posture.
It's hard.
Then it's hard to know when you want to start. So those who have yips in driver, one, it is because of how they don't know when to start or how to start. So when do I start?
Exactly.
But if your body is kind of moving rhythmically before that, then it's easy to start the backswing. So by repeating this again and again, you will be able to develop really comfortable flow. So still you tend to have big motion here, turning the whole thing together. But particularly at the beginning of the downswing, try to keep the club head close to your body. Okay, it's just what you need is just a shallowing here.
Okay.
Okay, so go up here and then shallowing and then throw.
So feel like my arms closer, club head's closer.
Club head should be close to your body. And so instead of just try to turn everything here, rather shallow and then throw. Okay. Shallow and throw. Yeah, shallow and throw. That will give you good speed. And then no need to turn the upper body a lot because you are throwing the arms actively. Yeah, always the arm motion, the arm motion and the wrist motion will be added later. Okay, so initially the motion is initiated by the body turn, right. But then once you develop reasonable speed here, then let the arms and club go.
Right. So once we get here, like that, we want to swing.
Yeah. So here is where you want to use your arms. Okay?
Gotcha.
You see, it's the sound.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, when you let the arms go and the wrist is added, then you don't have to turn your body that much because this action will slow down the body.
Okay.
So on one hand, you are slowing down your body, but you are throwing the arms and club.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So then swing becomes easier instead of trying to turn everything. Okay. So start the turn and then let it go. Yes. Yes. You could do this several years ago.
No.
All right, so let me record this. Again, stage 3 and your regular swing. Ready, go. Yeah, so on the way down, the action is drawing a sword from the sheath instead of cutting something.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you lead the club properly with your hands, naturally you'll have good impact position and let it go. But instead, if you try to do something, typically the amateur players, when they try to do something with the wrist, then they will have a casting action and these issues. So let me record from this direction. Ready, go. Yeah, now this is becoming more natural.
Good.
I can see that your body is not moving as rigorous as before, but you have good speed here.
And again, I feel like I'm moving all over the place, but it looks very stable.
Yep. It's because you are brainwashed. It's not good to move, right? So you try to stay there. And then when you move a little bit, then it's like a mile.
Right, exactly.
So then let's try to hit balls here.
Okay.
So again, in your regular swing, always use stage 3 as your pre-shot routine.
Okay.
You can move the whole thing this way. So initially do stage 3, and then approach it to the ball, and then hit it.
Stage 3 only?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you are now using the rhythm in your regular swing, so we don't need to do the waggle stuff.
Okay.
And then remembering that, approach it to the ball. So this is for a while. This will be your routine. Okay, always do the stage 3 as your preset routine, and then hit the ball. And if you feel you're off the rhythm, then always you can increase the number of stage 3s. You can move the ball a bit closer to you, or you can approach it to the ball a bit.
I'll get a little closer.
Again, stage 3. Then remember that rhythm, and then approach it to the ball. Yep. Very good. So I will record. I'll now record this. Again, do the whole thing. Stage 3.
Go.
Go ahead. So from here, ready, go. Now you have been in good position here, so you can use the body better. Still, I want you to bring the club head a bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
And it seems the ball position is a bit too far from you.
Okay. Okay.
Here, so one thing now we'll focus on is on the way down, try to keep your hands a bit closer to your body.
Got it.
Okay, so instead of reaching out,
Okay.
try to go this way. Now, without the ball, let's practice this. Stage 3 and the regular swing, but keep the hands a bit closer to your body. Yeah, so what I see here is initially your club was here. The club is actually passing here.
Okay.
So in actual swing, the club is passing closer to your body.
Okay.
So that means you have to consider that when you place the ball or you approach to the ball. Now, stage 3. Yeah, so always, initially your club was here, but now you touched here.
Okay.
Stage 3 and the actual swing, regular swing. Okay, approach to the ball. Then you'll have to move forward more. You have to move forward more. So aim the ball, address the ball with the heel of the club. Yeah, so approach more. Yes, you see. Now the ball is coming back straight here. So previous shots were more toward the door there, right?
Right.
So your tendency is, when you aim the ball, you have to use the heel of the club to aim the ball. Yep. So again, stage 3. Go forward more, yeah. Yes. You see, 2 very consistent shots. So that's what you need to pay attention to.
Okay.
That's the only thing you need to pay attention to.
Okay.
So again, stage 3. Yeah, and then approach it to the ball. What's your typical?
I haven't measured in a while. I know when I was playing a lot. It was about this.
Remember, let the wrist, go. So give a bit bigger backswing, and then use the wrist on the way down. So don't worry about the speed. I just want to see, what kind of speed you're generating. So again, stage 3. Yeah, I like the impact. And then, as I see from the back, in the regular swing, you tend to lift the club head a little bit when you start the backswing. Yeah. So again, using the momentum, let it go. Okay.
I like my habits.
Yeah. So if you feel the stage 3 motion, then it'll be just letting it go away. So instead of lifting it up, when in the regular swing, when you lift it up, then you have to activate your arms here.
Right.
Instead, just a shift and then shift and turn.
Okay.
No, you'll soon hit the 120.
We'll get there.
Yeah, with your swing, I can see that you can easily reach 120. Okay. Of course, you could do this several years ago when you were a bit younger. Yep, let your wrist go and throw the club. ever since you adjusted the aim, the impact become quite consistent. Yeah, it's a more slightly right side of the target.
Right.
But earlier,
Hitting the door.
yeah, you were way behind. I thought it was your typical, swing strategy, but
Oh, no.
but based on the ball, pad, it was not. Okay, so what I'll do is I will record this again.
Okay.
So this will be your last swing.
Okay.
So always remember, just engage your body, okay, and then instead of using your arms predominantly. So let the body swing, each like this. So as long as you have good control and continue this motion, that means that you are using the legs and then have good control here. Always feel you're dancing, and then go and then let it go. And then in this one here, again, remember that there's a reverse pivot posture. Then it will allow you to move, use your body early on, and then let it go.
Should I take some dance classes?
I don't know. I'm not a good dancer, for the record. Okay, but somehow I kind of move my body. Okay, so ready, go, the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see the way the ball is bouncing back is really consistent. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, shot after shot, the impact is quite consistent, and so 115. So your speed range currently is 115 to what was it, 118?
Yeah.
118. But with this, add a bit more motion of the club, and then use your arms strategically, and then wrist. You can easily hit 120.
Okay.
Ben Crane sent me one image a couple of days ago. Now he's hitting 118.
Oh, yeah? What was he before?
When we came here, he said about 110.
Oh, wow.
So here, after the step drills, he could swing like at 116.
Nice.
Now he's 118, so he's approaching to 120.
Nice.
So with the, reasonable golfing background, competitive golfing background, and all the, strength and the physical conditions, you guys should be able to approach 120 if you use the body properly.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
Nice.
I mean, your swing has evolved quite a bit if you look at the flow here. Now, whether I say anything or not, you are just using the flow.
So just keep practicing the third
The
stage,
yeah. Then
regular.
then you'll be able to just ingrain this in your DNA. Okay? Then the last one here, let's go back to your
First one?
initial swing. And then I enjoy this moment, torturing. Look at this.
Yeah, much. It's different.
The same body, last night and this morning, you should be the same person.
Right.
But the way you're using your body,
Yeah,
very
this
different.
is more just stay still, bring it up, and then just.
yeah. But now, everything is so natural because you let your body move laterally.
It looks better.
And
though.
then particularly you have a good connection now.
Okay.
Yes, if you have a bit more aggressive recentering, then you'll be able to use your left leg more.
Okay.
Then you can easily hit the 120.
Got it.
So that's the key. So keep some practice, particularly in the downswing when you can shift you can have good loading on the left side here, and they kick the ground in the swing, then you can generate additional speed.
Got it. So additional speed for me right now is adding a little more wrist.
That's one thing. So let the club head go further. That's one thing.
And then to the right side a little
using the left leg good. Right. So you shift away and then recenter, and then lower the body slightly, and then flexing the left knee with this by kicking the ground, and then let it go.
Gotcha. So I'm basically once I get it left, basically jumping.
Yeah. And here, let it go. Yes, that will give you more speed. But at this point, there's no reason to go for more speed. So, but the last several shots, about 7 or 8 shots, was really consistent. And that's one thing. And then you can easily generate 115 plus speeds now. So it's just a matter of practicing more and more and then make it more consistent. And then as you get used to the rhythm, you will be able to find yourself giving more effort using the left leg. Naturally, you will evolve into that stage. So I don't think you will need to intentionally do anything at this point.
And this is, I can do all this even without a ball. Practice Thursday and the regular stuff.
Yeah. So when you get up in the morning, and then before you completely wake up, just to start the stepping first.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. So instead of praying before you go to bed, swing this several times and then go to bed.
Yeah. And I'll be swinging in the dream too.
Yeah. If you don't practice the step drills, and then you go to hell.
Right. Exactly.
That's the idea.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what we have developed. Last night and this morning, and you do have a good impact control. So I don't think that will cause any trouble.
Okay.
Yeah. And just don't overdo it. Just to follow the feel, and then your body will always tell you something. If something is not right and you have this awkward feel somewhere, that means Then go back to the basics, and then step drills, and then hit the ball. Yeah.
So this is, again, when we first started yesterday, you told me to move. I felt like I was moving, but I wasn't moving.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm falling left and right.
So remember that we have a stance here. This side, laterally, we have a wide stance here. So that means that we can move. We have more room for motion in that direction. And don't be afraid of moving the body, and particularly the pelvis. The pelvis motion is really important, because the legs are connected to the pelvis. So if you use your legs actively, then the pelvis motion will reflect that, right? So by just looking at how the pelvis is moving, you can tell how well the golfer is using the ground. So active pelvis motion, and then almost reverse pure posture. But instead of going out like this, here you will not be able to push the ground that well. But as long as you have a good line here, then you can push the ground easily. So actually you will be able to move a lot. And then imagine this cone-shaped space here. Your head is not moving that much, but your pelvis can move a lot more. So when you have the forces acting like this all the time, you're confining your body within this space. So you will not be able to go outside, losing the control.
Awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Awesome. Thank you.